What is going on, you guys? WonderBro here, and if you're afraid of the way anxiety makes you feel, if you're afraid of your own mind, if you're afraid of your feelings, then this video is for you. Now, before we get started on this particular topic, I want to say one thing, and that's the two things I preach here on the channel is to not follow your thoughts, because that just takes you down a rabbit hole of worry and stresses you out further, and to accept your feelings. And those will be the two main things that I always come back to. And I always make that a point because I don't want you guys to ever get confused. You come back to those two things and really stick to it and dedicate to it, and you will be just fine. Anyway, today we're going to talk about how if you become the observer of your feelings, you will realize that your feelings are nowhere near as bad as your mind makes them out to be, as bad as you make them out to be with that little voice in your head. What I mean by this is, the next time you're feeling anxious, become a passive, accepting, allowing observer. Now, a good way to do this, so I'm going to give some symptoms that are common for most people, but you can apply it to your own situation. So let's say I'm sitting here and I get really, really anxious, and I have this feeling in my stomach, this sinking gut. I have this shiver up my spine. I have this adrenaline, this energy in my arms and legs. I start to feel jittery and shaky. Whatever symptom it may be, it doesn't matter the symptom. But let's say I start feeling all those things. Now, on a surface level, in your mind, that seems like terrible, terrible things to feel, terrible things to experience. So then you start to run away with it in your own thinking, and you get yourself all worked up, maybe even into a panic. And this is the cycle that you've kept yourself stuck in for so long, and maybe now you're even bound to your bedroom. But next time, if you become the observer, this is what really happens. This is what it's really like. So if I'm sitting here and all those things come over me, but instead of filtering it through my mind and talking to myself about it all negatively and, letting my mind run away from me with all these thoughts that I shouldn't be following, I'm just going to sit there instead when these feelings come over me. I'm not going to follow any of my thoughts about it. Thoughts can come, that's fine, but I'm not going to follow them. But I'm going to become the observer, so I'm going to look at these symptoms. I'm going to allow them and accept them, and I'm going to become an observer. So I'm going to say, well, I've got some energy in my arms. I've got a shiver up my spine. I've got a sinking gut. But what's really the big deal about a sinking gut feeling? You get the same feeling if you're very excited. What's so bad about some adrenaline in my arms and legs? You get the same feeling after you go exercise, after you run, while you're exercising, while you're running. So what's so bad about the adrenaline in my arms and legs? What's so bad about feeling a little shaky? You get a little shaky if you're filled with happiness and ecstasy. So why are these things so bad? I'm now becoming an observer. I'm seeing the feelings for what they truly are, which is a bluff. Your mind is running away with you, and you're giving into it, and you're talking to it, and you're thinking, and you're playing all these feelings up to be much bigger than they are. When really, in reality, if you become an accepting, allowing, passive observer and just observe them for what they are and allow them, you will see that a little bit of adrenaline in your arms and legs, big deal. You get that when you're happy. A sinking feeling in your stomach, big deal. You might have got that when you had your first kiss. These feelings, a lot of them, most of them, probably all of them, I would say, are the same feelings you would feel if you were on the opposite end of the spectrum and you were feeling very happy, very excited. You just won the lottery. You're on a roller coaster. The same feelings that you feel on that roller coaster that you're doing for fun and you enjoy are the same feelings that you're letting ruin your life, and it's all because of the way you think about them. It's all because of the way you interpret them, when if you would become an accepting, allowing, passive observer and see the feelings for what they really are, allowing them, noticing that it's just some energy in your arms and legs, noticing that it's just a sinking gut, noticing that it's the same feelings you would feel if you were extremely excited, you will see that it's all a big bluff of your mind. Feelings, harmless feelings that you have played up in your mind and dreaded, all because you're thinking about them in a negative, fearful way, when really they're just feelings, the same feelings. I keep coming back to this point, but it's very important. The same feelings you would feel if you were very happy or excited. So why are you doing this to yourself? It all comes back to allowing, accepting, and becoming the observer. And then you will see these feelings for the bluff that they are. They are the same feelings you would feel if you were very happy. But that's how fear works. Fear bluffs you, but to break out of this cycle, you become the accepting, allowing observer, and you see these feelings for what they really are. Now, while you're becoming the observer, while you're practicing acceptance, which is what this all comes back to, and you're becoming the observer of your feelings, it's also important to not follow all those worries or thoughts in your head, because worrying is just a stressful thing. It's a stressful thing on your body, and it serves no real point. It's pointless. But the mind tells you that you have to worry, but actually you have a choice. You do not have to follow those thoughts in your head. You can notice them, allow them, don't get frustrated that they came, but choose not to follow them. So we come back to our two main things, as always, not following your thoughts and accepting your feelings, becoming the observer. So next time you get these feelings, see them for the bluff that they are, break them down, look at them, allow them, and become the observer, and don't follow your thoughts. You will see that this is all one big bluff, and you will break out of the cycle. Next time you're anxious, become the observer, and you will see that these feelings are a bluff, that these feelings are actually not bad at all in reality. You're only playing them up to be. Alright, you guys, I love each and every one of you very, very much. Follow me on all my social media under WonderBroYo, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. If you'd like to make a donation, you can do so through PayPal at shorter1993@live.com. Whew, that was a mouthful. Alright, you guys, I do love you. Thank you for 100 and I believe 130 plus more subscribers already. It feels like we just broke 2,000 the other day, so I'm very excited and happy for that, and I'm very, very grateful. Spread the word about my channel. Let's try to wake more people up, make more people realize that they are not their minds, aka the ego, that little voice in your head. Let's wake people up spiritually. Let's teach people how to become the observer of their feelings. Let's get people out of this miserable cycle that they do not have to be in. They just need this knowledge. So help me reach as many people as possible, you guys. And I think I'm done for now. I love you, and until next time, as always, stay awesome.